Well, would you take a look at that? Miss Amber Heard is just running around the Hamptons once again, just milling about the regular people, and she's dressed, well, like she was when she was in TJ Maxx. Okay, she's getting some fish at the local fish market. Ain't that a little weird? Don't we have a little text that might have referenced that at one point or another? Dangling, overused, Flappy fish market. No, exactly. She's just definitely trying to buck any of that stuff. She just wants Johnny Depp to leave her alone, and she's almost playing into the memes, but instead, no, she's dressing very similar to the same way that she was in TJ Maxx, and kind of getting photographed kind of from afar, then having this very natural complexion. But then if she's also supposedly, just milling about regular people and nobody ever got candid pictures of her from before, so she's trying to put on this air of, oh yes, I'm just penny pinching right now, and this lawsuit is really hitting me hard right now. Now let's just take a look at the picture once more. Why exactly are you buying all brand name stuff and getting fresh fish and all that kind of crap? Because listen, I could teach you some penny pinching, okay, some tactics, but it'll cost you significant amounts of money that I know you don't have or anything like that, and one of your simps will end up paying out for you. But anyways, no, this is once again, this is just leading into more credence that all of this shit is staged. Okay, what's next? Is she going to be, I don't know, standing outside Yankee Stadium waiting to go to a ball game because she's just a regular person, guys? Don't worry about it. I don't know which grocery store it is. I don't really care either way. All I did was just to gloss over this really quickly, and somehow they got a candid interview from one of the fellow shoppers from this photo shoot. I'm sorry, a shopping excursion. Listen, if you didn't want to make people, just really draw parallels, why would you dress virtually the same with the oversized shirt? Okay, it's not quite as long as the other one, but it's still a white shirt, and you got your hair up and whatever, but whatever, regardless. Okay, the Aquaman star chatted up the wait, it's called the fishmonger? Alright, cool. While picking out salmon. Yeah, no, exactly. Okay, if she had any sort of savvy, she would be playing into the memes when it comes to this stuff, but her PR team is just absolute old school dog shit. Okay, we're gonna expose that just a little bit more. Maybe give her some fucking pointers so maybe she could come off as being an actual human being, because that's what you're saying that you want, but you're just not acting like it. Anyways, yeah, picking out salmon, a spy tells us. Woo, very, very salacious, but otherwise wasn't talking with anyone. No, of course, she'd talk with the people that she has to, but of course she wouldn't, just, ugh, God, why would I be, ugh, I'll be pictured with you, but ugh, don't get too close to me. Anyways, she was very unassuming. Yes, of course, that's why people are taking photographs of her. Very good photographs, okay? Kind of upgraded from that toaster that they were using in TJ Maxx, but even still, she was very Hamptons casual, whatever that means. No makeup. No, she always wears makeup, but again, no makeup. Was she wearing Amica cream, though? Okay, I think that's what the people want to know. Everyone left her alone. Yeah, because she just, I don't know, man. I've never been in her orbit or anything like that, but she just kind of has like a very cold demeanor about her. Very sharp angles to her face and very, piercing eyes. Like, she doesn't look approachable, okay? Maybe she's totally different once you get in her orbit, and then she just decides to flip the switch and then turn on all of the BPD charms and all that shit. But whatever, okay? That's for her to know and her next victim to find out. But these little staged photo ops, okay, they aren't going to garner you any sympathy, okay? Oh my God, I got to go to a local butcher in order to get my fresh fish, and I have to buy all of my groceries by myself now. It's like, oh, okay, cool. If you wanted to get any post-verdict sympathy, the interview wasn't going to be doing you any favors, even though it might have inspired some other fucking moron to go out there and follow in your footsteps, who I would argue is probably Amber Heard 1.0. But even after that, okay, realizing that your career is going to be, opportunities are going to be few and far between, okay? You could have made the pivot when it comes to becoming an activist full-time. Maybe you're just biding your time. Maybe you're getting your other ducks in a row. But in the time being, okay, you could cultivate some sort of an audience because there are simps out there. And it's pretty fucking simple. Because we talked about Tug yesterday. Good old that umbrella guy. And how he was being attacked, literally, okay? Being doxxed, okay? Having YouTube threatened on the behalf of the Amber Heard simps that are out there, okay? And I was watching at least a little bit of Rekieta's live stream last night. Noticed Tug hopped on, and they're friends, so that totally makes sense. And then just literally an offhanded comment, okay, by Nick Rekieta ended up trending #1 on the same night. Okay, they got over. The top 4 trending was one, I don't know, the scam, tweet out this hashtag, you could win a whole bunch of money. Okay, I think that was #3. Okay, it was Wednesday night, okay, before AEW's big pay-per-view, okay, where there was a whole bunch of buzz around that. Kazuchika Okada showed up, which is fucking awesome, by the way. Nobody's gonna know anything about that stuff. It just popped the boys here. But even still, all of that shit gets fucking artificially trended on top on Twitter, okay? So they got over that. And it was Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals, okay? The Stanley Cup Finals in a game that was decided on an overtime fucking winner, okay? Game 4, okay? They overtook all of that off of a joke, a literal fucking joke on a hashtag that was circulated in Nick Rekieta's chat. Took over Twitter on the same night when all of that shit was happening. Fucking hilarious. And it just goes to show you how big of a fucking meme Twitter really is when you just get down to it, okay? It's where a bunch of speds and retard cast-offs just get together and fucking have a laugh at the expense of, well, really, the old order. Because at the end of the day, what is TUGSTITS all about? A very poorly translated hit piece, okay? It wasn't quite the Newsweek article. It was basically taking bits and pieces from that, okay? And then just using one of the oddest photoshopped pictures in order to show and display who Tug is, okay? It all started with this and this image, okay? That is apparently, alright, a cosplayer for somebody completely different. And that's a photoshopped picture of Tug's head on the front. And that's the headline. That's a picture that I think it was Marca, a Spanish-speaking outlet. That's what they were using. But it attracted, okay, a single-digit IQ attention of one Christopher Boozy, who we talked about yesterday, who is the owner and operator of Bot Sentinel, one of the biggest smear merchants, the hatchet men that are out there on the internet, okay? And they don't understand how social media works, okay? He's a part of the Amber Heard PR campaign, okay? He says, oh, I'm not in touch with the PR campaign. You're working for Amber Heard. You might not be specifically affiliated with David the Grab-Ass Shane, but you're helping her cause, okay? You're running, I don't know, maybe you're stupid and you're running all of this shit pro bono, but his Twitter feed is just completely full of, oh, well, we analyzed all of the different people that were tweeting Tug's tits. This is supposed to be a serious individual, okay? We ran all of this stuff, and it goes to show that there were so many bots that were out there. It was 11,000 people were watching a fucking 11 o'clock at night live stream, okay? And they were tweeting a bunch of different times. A bunch of the accounts were made in the past year. Yeah, barely anybody uses Twitter anymore. If it wasn't for Elon Musk buying it, maybe eventually at some point or another. Again, the board approved his purchase of $44 billion. Cool, fucking do something about it, okay? But I think all of the damage has been done fundamentally, and Twitter's a dead platform in the long term. Anyways, so yeah, a lot of the people in Nick Rekieta's audience are kind of like old cast-offs of the O&A crowd. Okay, it's a weird amalgamation of a bunch of boomers that are out in the wild who kind of like spicy jokes and memes, and then just the dregs of humanity, which I totally love and appreciate because, yeah, I like a good joke like that, okay, more often than not, okay, and them tweeting incessantly those jokes that I find hilarious gets you banned on these types of shitty fucking platforms. So yeah, they probably have new accounts. And they probably have new accounts now because those old accounts probably got banned last night, okay, from tweeting about Tug's tits. Tug is a middle-aged man from Tennessee, by the way. So again, Just goes to show you how attuned these media outlets truly are, including, yes, the one and only Christopher Room Temperature IQ Boozy. So he's quote tweeting Tug's celebratory, yeah, off the back of a complete fucking joke, a spur of the moment meme. We ended up trending #1 worldwide. Hilarious. Okay, so TUGSTITS trended at #1, baby. No, we didn't take over entertainment. We took over trending, period. Yeah, no, exactly. It's fucking hilarious. You can watch it in real time on Rekieta's stream. I would recommend it. They had a great laugh about it, breaking down, in fact, an interview of Christopher Boozy. And I said it yesterday. Okay, you can take a look at his profile picture here. Okay, and I said that, yeah, no, he looks like a guy. He has the audacity to take down Tug for saying that, oh, he has a second-rate setup, and oh my god, he's just one of these low-budget YouTubers. And I said that, yeah, that motherfucker probably has the shittiest fucking microphone imaginable. And lo and behold, because these old order guard idiots don't fucking understand the internet, case in point, they always make our job easier. What? Okay, I don't get it, but okay. Do you think the anti-Heard, Amber Heard hashtags that trend every other day are from organic activity? Wait, what? You okay, you don't get it. Okay, look at the fucking the trending tab. Okay, we could go back to Rekieta's #1 tweet there. Okay, you notice how there's no tweet count on NHL's. Okay, the Go Avs Go hashtag. Notice how there's no tweet count on that one. You might think that it just got cut off or something, but no. In actuality, none of them. Okay, none of them, except for TUGSTITS, actually has a tweet count. Oh, I'm sorry, in Zell sweepstakes, which is, yes, the little scam that they're running. But even still, yeah. You think any of this shit is actually organically trending? Or do you think it looks good for Twitter to have the Real Housewives of unscripted reality? Really? Okay. Wrestling, looks good to have these trending, okay, and that Sting picture is from 2020, okay, and it's been the exact same thing that they've been using for just about 2 fucking years at this point. So if it was actually organic growth and organic reach and interaction that was going on the platform, wouldn't you think that they'd update it with something a little bit more relevant? No, you want to talk about organic activity, you should probably take a look at what artificially trends, like even right now. Okay, the NBA draft, yeah, that'd be talked about right now. But you got what, the Globe and Mail talking about passport backlog, yeah, because Canada's a failed country. More on that probably over the weekend or something. But even still, back to the rest of the statement, they literally brag about spamming hashtags. Yeah, just fucking making a joke out of a shit platform, yeah, and getting them to trend, and they are not hiding it. But again, just TUGSTITS. How is that an anti-Amber Heard hashtag? This is literally thinking that everybody is against you at all times, but don't you dare call her a victim, because she doesn't like to be a victim, even though she's an unlikable victim. Words from her mouth from that ill-fated interview, which apparently inspired proto-Amber Heard to go out there and probably talk to an outlet that's going to be at least heard by many other places, okay? Because if we're being fair, Sway's SiriusXM show probably reaches more people than NBC's Dateline, okay? Because we got the numbers on that. We're never going to get any SiriusXM data on that, but the clips from Sway's show, those are consistently popular. I don't understand how the black side of the internet works, but that shit fucking permeates. So, Jussie Smollett, famous French actor and felon, convicted felon at this point. Yes, he served a hard 6.5 days for his lying crimes, which are definitely not crimes, because truth is apparently an absolute defense, and Jussie Smollett didn't tell any lies. Nope, he is still an honest boy who didn't do nothing, okay? Because you remember, Amber Heard said, and she was blaming everybody else when, who are you going to believe, me or the lawyer for the man who convinced the world that he had scissors for fingers? Or are you going to believe Jussie Smollett or the prosecutors who made the world believe that my attackers were Roman gladiators in black. Listen, we're not going to break down the entire interview. Of course, if anybody's interested, I might be able to work it in a little bit, because this dude is perpetually hilarious, and just like Amber Heard, he is not going to stop his fucking grift on this stuff, because he will always be the fucking victim, and he's going to try to be the face of race-based hate crimes. Because nobody's just telling him, dude, just fucking stop. Just hold your L, just like Heard. Jussie Smollett just did it first. Disgraced Empire actor. No, he was fired, and then because he was going to be fired, and because that show was eventually just going to get off the fucking air, and he had zero career prospects after that, he drummed up his own fake hate crime, okay, in order to boost his credibility. It sure as fucked worked, okay? He got how many different Democratic representatives to come out, and then they still haven't retweeted or commented on any retractions of their outright support. Kamala Harris looking specifically at you, Obama, talking to you, Big Mike, you and your outright support, and then you helping along with Kim Fox, who's out there, and noted husband beater. But this story is wide and deep, and I'm just not talking specifically about Juicie's asshole, but we talked a little bit about this when the trial was going on earlier this, I think this was this year, right? But anyways, but yeah, actor Jussie Smollett stood by his claims of innocence and insisted he did not lie about his homophobic attack hoax. Again, dude, you got found out as a liar. They had evidence. They proved that you fucking made this shit up. But the fact that you're... I don't know whether to applaud you or to just continue to laugh at you for the fact that you're continuing to stand by your discredited claims. It's almost amazing. Addressing his highly publicized and controversial trial. Controversial trial? What? They put a lie and they tried to hold somebody accountable, okay? There's nothing controversial about that. The only controversial aspect of that is they actually did it, and the Mad Lads, you know, got the right verdict on this. And its aftermath on this, on Sway's SiriusXM show. Smollett said that he never felt more sober, grateful, and blessed. Yeah, that's why you just continued to spurg out until you got released from jail after 6 fucking days when you were only supposed to be there for a couple of months at best. The actor, who, much like Amber Heard, lost his case not only to the legal system, but also in the court of public opinion. Oh, big fucking time, okay? Because again, here's just the overview of his case, okay? He was going out for a Subway sub on the coldest night in recorded Chicago history at 2 a.m. in the morning, went down to a local Subway in downtown fucking Chicago when he was accosted by 2 white supremacists who wrapped a noose around his neck, poured bleach on him while yelling, "This is MAGA country." Downtown Chicago, coldest night on record. He goes for a walk to go get a Subway sub when this attack happened. And I showed you, you know, the black Roman gladiators that were there. Those were the guys that attacked him, who were white. And then a couple of stories later, they looked white. And then maybe they weren't... maybe they weren't white, but they looked a little bit lighter, and then his story continued to shift and change, kind of like Amber Heard with all of her witness statements. It's just really hard to keep all of that straight. But again, she's just like you and me, okay? Details are just lost. Don't you remember when you were first hit by a loved one, and then the only thing that you remember is how dirty the carpet was? Anyways, if I had done this, I'd be a piece of shit. Well, at least you're, you know, starting to square up with reality. And I don't think that's really questionable. Smollett said in the episode, which aired on his 40th birthday on Monday. Aw, mazel tov. I think he's like part Jewish too. Anyways, but he put out this interview on his 40th birthday, and Amber Heard got to celebrate her 36th birthday in court. How sweet. If I had done something like this, it would mean that I stuck my fist in the pain of black African Americans in this country for over 400 years. Yeah, I know, we heard your screed at the end where you stood up and yelled, I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal. If I do anything in there, I am not. Yeah, we know, we got it, okay? You're definitely not Epstein. Nobody gives a fuck, okay? Sure, you have connections to the Obamas, okay? But you don't to the Clintons, so you're gonna be fine, okay? It would mean that I stuck my fist in the fears of the alphabet community all over the world. They would appreciate it if you did stick your fist, okay? I am not that motherfucker. Never have been. Don't need to be. And again, I don't know what the question was at the beginning of this, but I'd imagine he probably didn't address it. Again, he's just making these very open-ended answers to this stuff, not addressing anything specifically. Well, if I did do it, again, when are we going to get a book at the end of this? It's if I did perpetuate a hate crime. Okay. If I did try to start a race war. Whatever. With the benefit of hindsight, Smollett likened his March 6th-day prison stay at Cook County Jail to a cathartic opportunity he used to reset and regain clarity by fasting. 6-day fast? That's not bad. Pretty good. But again, he gained clarity in March, and apparently that's worn off by June because now he's kind of dressing like a gay Gilligan. Why should I be redundant? My lawyer, he lied when he said I was fasting for Lent. Not exactly, because there's a line in the Bible that says, one shall not bear false witness against thy neighbor. I was not fasting for Lent. I was fasting because ... That's what we do in my family. We fast for clarity. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say that that's probably a lie. You were probably trying to use this as a hunger strike so you could get out of jail. So, again, just... When you're dealing with these type of psychopaths, you can always just go with the most obvious route, okay? If he was in fact fasting, which again, maybe I'll doubt, but even if he was, it was because he was trying to garner sympathy. It was not for clarity or anything like that, okay? And again, you were only going to be in jail for a hot second, but you couldn't even handle that. The accountability was just too much for you. His description of the time in jail is a stark contrast to his pleas at the time. His pleas at the time. But again, you don't focus on what I said. Focus on what I'm saying. When he asked to be released, citing COVID risks as an immunocompromised patient. Oh yes, we can roll out the old HIV positive jokes again. And then claiming that his incarceration was taking a huge toll on his mental health. That's why I was fasting. See, I needed the clarity because my mental health was deteriorating. After a couple of days, okay, 6 days into his initial 150-day sentence, which he would only end up serving a third of or 3/5, I can't quite remember, jokes, in actual prison. Then the rest he'd get out if he was, you know, being a good citizen. But no, he filed for an appeal, which they're definitely hastily taking up right now. He's just going out there, just perpetuating his lies, which I'm sure definitely isn't going to infuriate the Cook County DA's office. But again, they're as corrupt as a motherfucker. So is he actually going to face any sort of consequences from this? Fuck no. Fuck no. The actor has seemingly thrown himself into work following the scandal, which is just amazing that he's getting any work, but still. He released a song in April and made the post-scandal directorial debut in May on BET Plus with the film B-Boy Blues. Yeah, no, it didn't take him very long to find work because this is what happens. The narrative must continue. We must believe all victims, regardless of their authenticity or how much they hurt the cause. Okay, you still gotta persist. Just like BLM said, we don't care about the verdict. We can't believe any police officer that's out there. We stand firmly behind Jussie Smollett, counting the stacks of $100 bills from gullible white people out there. Hilarious. And because the BLM machine was behind Jussie, there wasn't a lot of support from mass media. But because there isn't a well-funded organization, Me Too, they already squandered their money fucking years and years ago. And that's why they're behind Amber Heard, because yes, beautiful, even still, very attractive white woman. Oh, we gotta prop her up because we still believe all women, right? Because it's, once again, the sisterhood uber Alice. Anyways, but his reappearance from disgrace was not welcomed by his detractors on social media. Oh my god, not on social media, who questioned why he was given a platform to reverberate his already debunked claims. Well, depending on how the interview goes, and Sway's a pretty decent interviewer. I've heard him a couple of different times over the years, okay, especially harkening back to my old O&A listening years. Heard him a couple of different times, and he's a pretty good interviewer, so this would have been a decent opportunity. And if, especially, yeah, if Jussie's knocking down the door to try to get an interview, you're going to take that, because you're going to have an opportunity to just press this guy and see if you can get him to crack on your radio show. You're going to take that at 11 times out of 10, okay? So yeah, I'm sure Daily Mail has probably cherry-picked a couple of different, spurgs on Twitter, which is fine. Why do they keep giving Jussie Smollett the attention? Because it's fucking hilarious, okay, dude? And Manuel Vasquez, you should probably, pick up on the fact that this dude is a lol cow who will not stop producing milk. He's a disgrace to the black community. Nah, he's partially black. He's more gay than anything. I think that's what he's trying to go with right now. He wasn't even well known before that situation he orchestrated. Why do you think he orchestrated that situation? From Three House. Jussie Smollett, dude, go away. You lied, and stop being delusional, and just own up to your shit. The fact that y'all giving him the platform to speak is crazy, and people ain't just make that shit up. FOH. I wish I knew what FOH stood for. Okay. And again, Steve Stanley with the Superman avatar. Actually, pretty funny, pretty accurate. Jussie Smollett, Amber Heard, they're the same picture. You goddamn right. I'm looking forward to them doing some exclusive content for their new OnlyFans page. Nah, just kidding. I don't know if that's on the horizon, but, nothing's going to shock me at this point, because Amber Heard is staging photo ops. Jussie's now hitting the interviews circuit, which is peak fucking hilarity, and the world is burning all around us, because these people just can't take fucking accountability for their lives. They just can't own up to their own failings. It's got to always be somebody else's fault. So if they're going to continue to do dumb shit, I'm going to continue to call it out, because I find it funny. The substantive issues belying all of this stuff are incredibly important for people to know about and remember, and provide some people with some tools to suss out the important information so that they can go forward and improve their daily life. So if I'm providing any sort of help out there for people, I'm considering that a big fucking W. So with all of that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. Why don't you follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.